Welcome back to the Furry Friends channel, everybody. Today, we're diving deep into the world of canine combat, comparing two absolute units of the dog world. We got the Bull Terrier, short, stocky, and fearless. These guys are like the Mike Tysons of the dog world, all about explosive power in a small package. You know, they were bred for bull baiting back in the day, which should tell you something about their tenacity. And then we have the Doberman, sleek, strategic, and crazy intelligent. These dogs are like the ninjas of the canine kingdom, all about speed, agility, and precision. They were originally bred for protection, so you know they're not afraid of a fight. We'll be breaking down their size, bite force, stamina, speed, and fighting styles to determine who reigns supreme. So buckle up, folks, because this is going to be epic. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about size. Now the Doberman, they're the clear winner in terms of height and reach. We're talking about 24 to 28 inches tall, weighing in at around 65 to 100 pounds. They're like the LeBron James of dogs. Long limbs, athletic builds built for speed and agility. The Bull Terrier, on the other hand, they're more compact, more like a Mike Tyson. They're lower to the ground, around 21 to 22 inches tall, weighing in at about 55 to 70 pounds. But don't let that fool you, man. What they lack in height, they make up for in pure, dense muscle. Think about it. A Doberman's like a wolf, built for chasing down prey over long distances. But a Bull Terrier? They're like a goddamn battering ram, man. They're built for close quarters combat, for delivering maximum impact. And you can see that in their build. The Bull Terrier's got this incredibly strong chest, thick neck, and powerful legs. They're like little tanks, built to absorb punishment and keep on coming. The Doberman, with its longer legs, definitely has the advantage in terms of reach and overall mobility. They can dance around, dart in and out, and strike from a distance. But the Bull Terrier? They're all about that close-in brawl. They get a hold of you, it's going to be tough to shake them off. It's like that saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But in this case, it's more like, the smaller they are, the harder they hit. Now let's get to the good stuff, bite force. This is where things get really interesting. We're talking about the kind of raw power that sends shivers down your spine. A Doberman's bite force clocks in at around 245 pounds per square inch, PSI. That's pretty damn impressive. It's like getting your hand caught in a vice. And those teeth? They're designed for piercing, like needles. But here's where it gets crazy. The Bull Terrier? They've got a bite force of around 500 to 550 PSI. That's more than double the Doberman's bite force. We're talking about bone-crushing power here, folks. The Bull Terrier's jaw is like a steel trap. It locks on and doesn't let go. You know how pit bulls have that reputation for having a locking jaw? Well, Bull Terriers, they're right up there with them. But here's the thing, bite force isn't everything. Yeah, the Bull Terrier has a stronger bite, but the Doberman's bite is all about those deep punctures. Think about it like this. The Doberman's bite is like a rapier, quick, precise, designed to inflict maximum damage with each strike. The Bull Terrier's bite is more like a bear trap, designed to crush and disable. So, who wins this round? It's a tough call, man. It's really a matter of fighting styles. If the Doberman can avoid that initial latch, they might be able to wear the Bull Terrier down with quick, damaging bites. But if the Bull Terrier gets a hold of you, it's game over. Let's talk about stamina, man. Because a good fighter knows it's not just about who hits harder, it's about who can keep going when the going gets tough. Dobermans, they're bred for endurance. They were originally used as guard dogs and police dogs, so they needed to be able to run, track, and fight for extended periods. They're like marathon runners, man. They can keep up a steady pace for miles. Bull Terriers, on the other hand, they're more about those explosive bursts of energy. They're sprinters, not marathon runners. They can unleash incredible power in short bursts, but they're not built for prolonged engagements. Think about it like this. A Doberman's chasing you down, they're gonna wear you down over time. They're gonna keep coming, relentless until you can't run anymore. A Bull Terrier, they're gonna hit you with everything they've got right out of the gate. But if you can weather that initial storm, you might just have a chance. So, in terms of stamina, the Doberman has the clear advantage. They're built for endurance, for those long, drawn-out battles. The Bull Terrier, they're gonna burn bright, but they might burn out fast. Chapter 4. Let's talk speed and agility. Because in a fight, it's not just about how hard you hit, it's about how fast you can hit and how well you can avoid getting hit. And in this category, the Doberman reigns supreme. These dogs are lightning fast, man. We're talking about top speeds of up to 30 miles per hour that's like a cheetah with 4 legs. They're incredibly agile, too. able to turn on a dime, dart in and out, and change direction with ease. They're like those elusive boxers, man, the ones who are always just out of reach, always one step ahead. The Bull Terrier, they're strong and powerful, but they're not known for their speed or agility. They're more about that straight-ahead charge, that relentless pressure. Think of them like a linebacker, man, powerful and intimidating, but not exactly known for their ballerina-like grace. In a fight, the Doberman's speed and agility would give them a huge advantage. They could easily outmaneuver the Bull Terrier, darting in and out, landing quick strikes, and then retreating before the Bull Terrier could even react. The Bull Terrier would have to try to cut off the Doberman's angles, to trap them against something and unleash their power. But against a fighter as quick and agile as a Doberman, that's a tall order. Chapter 5. Now let's talk about the heart of the matter, aggression and fighting style. Because in the world of canine combat, it's not just about physical attributes, it's about mindset, about that primal instinct to fight. Bull Terriers, they're known for their tenacity, their unwavering courage. They were bred to fight bulls, for God's sake. These dogs have a no-quit attitude that's almost scary. When they get into fight mode, it's like a switch flips in their brain. They're all about that forward pressure, that relentless attack. Dobermans, on the other hand, they're more calculated, more strategic. They're not going to just rush into a fight blindly. They're going to assess the situation, look for weaknesses, and exploit them with lightning-fast strikes. Think about it like this. The Bull Terrier's fighting style is like a bar brawl, all about brute force and overwhelming aggression. The Doberman's fighting style is more like a martial art, all about precision, timing, and technique. In a head-to-head brawl, the Bull Terrier's sheer ferocity might give them an early advantage. But against a skilled and strategic fighter like the Doberman, that aggression could easily become their downfall. The Doberman would wait for the right moment, dodge the Bull Terrier's attacks, and then counter with devastating speed and precision. Chapter 6. All right, folks, it's time for the final verdict. We've broken down the size, bite force, stamina, speed, agility, and fighting styles of these two canine gladiators. Now it's time to answer the ultimate question. Who wins in a fight? It's a tough call, man. Both breeds bring some serious firepower to the table. The Bull Terrier, with its incredible bite force and unwavering tenacity, could definitely inflict some serious damage. If they could land a clean bite, it could be game over for the Doberman. But the Doberman's speed, agility, and strategic fighting style give them a clear advantage in a prolonged fight. They could easily avoid the Bull Terrier's initial onslaught, wearing them down with quick, damaging strikes and exploiting any openings. It's like a David and Goliath matchup, man. The smaller, more agile Doberman using its speed and precision to overcome the Bull Terrier's raw power. So in my expert opinion, I'd have to give the edge to the Doberman in this fight. I'm thinking maybe a 65-35 split. Don't get me wrong, the Bull Terrier is a formidable opponent, and in a street fight, anything can happen. But in a tactical fight, the Doberman's speed, agility, and intelligence would likely prevail. So there you have it, folks. The Doberman takes the crown in this epic canine showdown. But what do you think? Do you agree with the verdict? Could the Bull Terrier's raw power overcome the Doberman's speed and strategy? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic animal showdowns.